So hi everyone, this is day 298 of daily reading series, and today also I'm gonna read from the book "So Your Work" by Austin Kleon, and the chapter title is "Tell Good Stories." And there is a main chapter, which is the second heading of the chapter from page 90 is "Work Doesn't Speak for Itself." Close your eyes and imagine you are a wealthy collector who has just entered a gallery in art museum. On the wall facing you, there are two gigantic canvases, each more than 10 feet tall. Both paintings depict a harbor at sunset. From across the room, they look identical, the same ships, the same reflections on the water, the same sun at the same stage of setting. You go in for a closer look, you can't find a label or a museum tag anywhere. You become obsessed with paintings, which you nickname painting A and painting B. You spend an hour going back and forth from canvas to canvas, comparing brushstrokes. You can't detect a single difference. Just as you go to fetch a museum guard or someone who can shed light on these mysterious twin masterpieces, the head curator of the museum walks in. You eagerly inquire as to the origin of your new obsession. The curator tells you that painting A was painted in 17th century by a Dutch master. And what of paint B? You ask. Ah, yes, paint B. The curator says that's forgery. It was copied last week by a graduate student at the local art college. Look up at the paintings. Which canvas look better now? Which one do you want to take home? Art forgery is a strange phenomenon. You might think that the pleasure you get from a painting depends on its color and its shape and its pattern, says psychology. Art forgery is a strange phenomenon. You might think that the pleasure you get from painting depends on its color, its shape, and its pattern, says psychology. Professor Paul Bloom. And if that's right, it shouldn't matter whether it's original or forgery. But our brains don't work that way. When shown an object or given a food or shown a fish, people assessment of it, people's assessment of it, how much they like it, how valuable it is, is deeply affected by what you tell them about it. In their book, Significant Objects, Joshua Glenn and Rob Walker recount an experiment in which they set out to test this hypothesis. Stories are such a powerful driver of emotional value that their effect on any given object's subjective value can actually be measured objectively. First, they went out to thrift stories thrift stores, flea markets, and yard sales and bought a bunch of insignificant objects for an average of 1.25 an object. Then they hired a bunch of writers, both famous and not so famous, to invent a story that attributed significance to each object. Finally, they listed each object. To fake a photograph, all you there is a Errol Morris. Is he caught? I don't know who is Errol Morris, but yeah. To fake a photograph, all you have to do is change the caption. To fake a painting, change the attribution. And yeah, that's all for today's reading session. So until the next time, bye.